talk about like your sleeping schedule lately? What it's been like?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure this is because of the video, but I haven't been to bed in about 3 days. I can't go to sleep on purpose. The only place where I can sleep is when I'm having my face touched and fiddled with. Like when I fell asleep at the hairdresser, I fell asleep at the dentist, and I had a fucking great snooze at the hypnotist when I went to quit smoking. And that was like the last good sleep I had.
Hey, if everyone could gather around the ice sculpture.
I don't know, I guess it's an appropriate time to thank everybody that was involved in making the video, Austin who filmed it. Filming's not easy, skating wasn't easy. Everybody at Adidas that gave me the opportunity to even do anything more than pick a colour for a stripe for the shoe. The sheer ridiculousness of it is still not wearing off. So yeah, it's really touching. I'm really happy that you're here to share it with me. So it will be over soon. I promise. Okay.
Beacon of excellence in a sea of mediocrity. I love that. That's why I like Soho, because all of my favourite people have kind of passed through here. I used to think of the place as haunted. All the people that I've ever been inspired by. Francis Bacon, Lucian Freud, Paul Raymond, Oscar Wilde, everyone's here. We went to the Harry Potter marathon at the Prince Charles the other night. It's all 8 films. So you go in at 5 in the afternoon and you come out at 3 the next day. Also, you realise that you've had 8 large buckets of salted popcorn and about 15 gallons of Coca-Cola. I like to be obsessed with things. I like having, you know, it takes a lot to get me going, but the few things that do, I really am obsessed with. Spend all night just riding around on my bike or at my grandmother's, which isn't that far from here. It's quite nice actually just to have, those are the options. When you're in London, you're either working or you're spending time with loved ones. I didn't grow up in this house, but this is where my grandmother lives now. My favourite thing was when we were in London 2 years ago at Christmas. I left her alone for about 15 minutes and she'd bought this neon crucifix. It's her hot purchase. Everything I do is contrary to what was kind of set out for me. When I grew up, my parents got divorced while my brother's moving in with my dad and my sister's moving in with my mum, and both of them are just trying to keep those 2 children on side. I just took the opportunity to do my own thing. And that's when I started skating. That's when I started coming up to London. And that's when I started living in London. Ironically, I think that was her giving me that freedom was actually her attempt at keeping me on her side. You know, I went to this school, it was a really good school, and they said, look, we don't want to kick you out, we're not kicking you out, but we need to ask you to leave. And I said, well, I'm going to leave then, because I'm skating. Skateboarding, unlike music or art or fashion, is not something that any amount of money or privilege or position can give you a leg up in. The only way to be a sponsored skateboarder is by being good enough at skating. The only way to be good enough at skating is by sacrificing everything else in your life for it, which is, ironically, quite often the chance to have another job, another more serious job.
Do you get get a lot of comments like that?
I don't really pay attention to any negative comments, but I know, yeah, that's like a recurring theme, like throughout my life. Yeah, there's people that genuinely think that you landed a trick because your dad's got more money than they have.
What's going on with the phone today?
A million things, as always. Well, I was just making the decision of what's the best way to present the magazine. You work so hard on something and you get one chance to tell people about it. Really. Just want to get it right. It's a ridiculous thing to stress over, but I don't know. The magazine itself is a beautiful thing of proper photography, of real life happenings, printed big on Bible paper. And we've done all that. You'd think that would be the challenging part. But now we're at the point of how can we translate that onto a phone screen this big in the most impactful way. It's part of the curation of it. It's not enough to do 20 of the best paintings you've ever done and not care about what gallery they go in or what wall each one goes on. You need to see it through right until the end.
You did that model, haven't you?
That's right, yeah.
Blondie. That's what they call you, Blondie. Except me.
lots of things.
How much did you sleep last night?
3 hours. It feels so good. Normally it's done. Like, it's where everything happens. We make artworks, lay out magazines and publications, sign the boards, the samples come in, make the comments on the clothes, keep all the clothes that we're trying to make clothes like, lay things out on the floor. Well, I just picked it up to show you something in particular. I don't just sit here in the studio looking through this book, much as I do like it, much as I am touched by its existence. There's actually no story. I just smacked it out skating.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unfortunately. You shouldn't even include that. You should just
Leave it as a
just say the story. I can't say the story. Just make people think that there's actually something interesting at all to it.
What happened with your tooth?
I can't say. It's too crazy a story. You wouldn't believe it.
How does it come out like that?
It's like on a... I met Sam. He thought that I was carrying around a tiny piece of salmon in my pocket all the time and kept putting it in my mouth and taking it out. And he thought that was really mental of me to do that. And I said, I think it's really mental that you thought that and didn't say anything. Sam just turned 23, but when we met, we were both 22 years old, both Arab, both loved Pet Shop Boys, Morrissey, Kanye. We both love shorts and high socks, both love nose blunts, both Insomniac. It just, you know when something feels just like right. So that's what Thames is. And Thames, ultimately, I want to be a brand that is my own and I can direct, but I can also not bear the full weight of. We ask each other's opinion on absolutely everything because it's a council of two. I want to get back to a bit more of a human side of making clothes and making skateboards. I want people to be honest. I want people to be honest about their influences. I want people to be honest about what they don't like and give reasons why they don't like it. I want the skate videos, whether people like them or not, to be exactly the way that skater wants it to be portrayed. Because you've worked so hard.
You fucking cunt!
In the past year, I've just been in Milan a lot, skating this. A lot of the videos filmed in Milan, some of it's in Rome.
Word.
They were just shocked, but didn't need convincing that I wanted to film a skate park. They were only shocked because they know how busy I am and that if I was going to do it, I was going to want to do it really right. And it was going to take a lot of traveling and a lot of time, which I don't really have. There's so many more people that want my skating to be shit. than want other people skating to be shit, because I'm so lucky. I have so many things going for me, and I also work really hard on so many different things, and even just to work on those things and have the confidence to do that is like, you know, annoys people, and I understand that. Skating is a thing that you either become obsessed by or you don't. Yeah, you're gonna basically break bones and fall over 99 times out of 100. Spending your childhood in a car park, basically doing a big game of trial and error. If that 1 time out of 100 is gratifying enough to justify the prior 99 times, then it means that you are going to be a skateboarder, and it probably means that you have something of an addictive personality, or you're at least obsessive to a certain degree. And so you pour so much of your heart into it. It's the only thing I know where the ratio of effort put in to reward is so great. I don't know anyone else that works as hard as skateboarders do for a 2-second clip to be slotted into a 3.5 minute long video to be watched once. And that only matters to them, really. All I want to feel like is that I've done my best in every aspect of it. The skating, making the skateboard I skate, getting the song I want to skate to, the spots, the way it's filmed, the whole production. I want to feel like we've really done the best we can do. As long as I feel like that, then it already is a success. This is where I got hit. Actually, a lot of people get hit here. I don't even know where I was going. I don't even know why we were filming that line in the first place. It wasn't even worth filming.